Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Employee Profiles. So I'm really happy to introduce one of my new colleagues to the office. If you want to just introduce yourself to the LinkedIn world.
Hey, I'm Jamie Lynch. So I just recently started in the customer success organization with Tom, but on the DACH team, so Germany, Austria and Switzerland.
Okay, now what I really want to speak to you about today is, firstly, your journey, what's led you to this point, but also with you was very interesting because it wasn't just a simple, you seen a role and you applied for the role.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a story behind this.
Absolutely. I suppose my journey began a bit before that. As we all know, I wasn't actively looking for a role, and I was invited to an event here called LinkedIn Has Talent last November, and I got a great feel for the place and the people, made a few contacts, but the main thing I took from it was I wanted to get back speaking German. I suppose I wasn't using it. And a lot of places won't even give you an interview if you're not a native speaker.
Yeah.
But I met people on the night that were Irish, it wasn't their mother tongue, and they were in the team. So it gave me confidence to move forward.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, actually, Jamie is one of two, let's say, Irish-born German speakers. So in terms of the transition then, what was, or maybe the transition is the wrong word, in terms of trying to navigate into that role and sitting down and having a conversation with who is your manager now, did you feel that you were at a disadvantage coming into that role because you were a non-native, or how did you feel?
I guess in my own mind, maybe you would feel, okay, I'm up against native speakers, but what gave me confidence was, as you mentioned, the person who moved into another role to create this position was an Irish guy who, German wasn't his native language either, who was hired by my manager. So I thought that would be a challenge, but immediately, I was put at ease to say that would not stand against me. My level of German was high enough, and I was getting into a role to improve it. It was really what else I can offer, so what was my experience that brought me to this, why I was applying for a role, where did I see myself going. So it was really just the overall package, I suppose, what you could offer and how you fit in with your team and in the wider customer success organization and LinkedIn as a company.
Fantastic. Okay, so you mentioned you're going to be a customer success manager, or you are a customer success manager. Still early days yet.
Yeah.
How have you felt sort of being in the LinkedIn atmosphere, being within this office space, just from your previous role, even your past experiences, to how, because we would always consider ourselves that little bit different when it comes to culture.
Yeah, sure.
How have you found that transition?
Yeah, I'll be honest, it's been amazing. Everything, it seems so easy. I guess it's just been 2 weeks, I'm just training, but for me, a huge part of any company is, might be the products and their growth, their vision for the future, but it comes down to the people. And it's particularly important in my role because there's only one other person on my team that sits next to me. The rest of them are based in Munich and Berlin. So it was vitally important to me, the other people around who I would be, sitting with and would have questions for on a day-to-day basis, how helpful they are. And it's been amazing, just to start, the fact that a customer success organization are all set together. So, there's the Benelux team, the Nordics team right next to me. So anytime I've had a question, it doesn't matter if my onboarding buddy is there or not, people are so helpful to jump in and help out.
Excellent, thank you. And I suppose just one last question. If I was to ask you in 6 months, what does success look like to you, or what would you have hoped to achieve within your first 6 months?
That's a great question. I suppose I've gotten in LinkedIn because I've proven my value to other companies and roles and managers down through the years.
Yeah.
So, that's, I suppose, what I need to do now that I've gotten in the door. And as a customer success manager, the first thing is to ensure our customers are happy, working, using our tools, and they are successful. They see the return on their investment. And I hope by managing my book of business over the next 6 months, I can show that how I've taken some customers along on their journey or onboarded new ones to prove my value. And then I suppose I would be looking towards my next step, so prove my value to the customers. By doing that, I do it to the team and the wider organization. And then, as we say, over my own career, I want to act like an owner, as LinkedIn encourages to do so. Yes. Even though I've only been here 2 weeks, so I've really seen that. What's your next step? What's your next play? So to maybe sit down and have a conversation and say, great, Jamie, you've come in and done what we've asked you to do. Where do you see your interests, or what interests have peaked, so you can go on and do the next step within LinkedIn?